my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist.
Well, a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to Harcourt's Grenadier. Good to have you with us. My name's Ned Allison, here as your auctioneer to conduct both of our mortgagee auctions here today, working alongside Mr. Tristan Harcourt. A few formalities to go through, as always. We work under the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand's Best Practice Guide for Auctions. You'll be receiving one of these REA guides before you sign any memorandum of sale. And being a mortgagee auction, just draw your attention to the fact that this auction has been conducted in accordance with particulars and conditions that have been approved by the mortgagee and have been available for inspection by all interested parties during the period leading up to this auction. Copies of those particulars and conditions are available in the auction room with the listing agent on the back tables there. These particulars and conditions do contain some special provisions because the vendor is selling under a power of sale that it holds as mortgagee of the property. Whilst these particulars and conditions are believed to be normal for mortgagee sales, they do nonetheless depart from standard terms and conditions that might otherwise apply. Prospective purchasers are advised that you need to have made yourselves fully familiar with those particulars and conditions because you will be deemed to be bidding and buying on the basis of those terms and conditions. No bank employee, no Harcourt's agent will be bidding on either property as well in their own right here today also. But the first of our mortgagee auctions is for Kissel Street in Templeton. We are here at the request of ASB Bank. On offer, of course, the 579 square metres more or less under that certificate of title 293883 in the Canterbury Land Registry. The property is offered for sale today, subject to a confidential reserve price. Settlement date, should we sell, will be the 16th of January 2026. Nothing in the nature of a chattel is included in the sale of the property, and the property is sold subject to existing tenancies or occupations, including holding over by the mortgagor. I also point out that I have an ability to refuse any bids, and in the unlikely event of a disputed bid, that'll be up to me to determine. If you are successful in buying, we're going to ask you to do two things: sign that sale and purchase agreement, that memorandum of sale, and pay a 10% deposit as well. No error, omission, or misdescription of the property or the particulars of the property or in the agreement or advertisement of sale of the property shall annul the sale or entitle any party to compensation. And finally, in terms of risk and insurance, the property shall, from the date of today, being the date of agreement, be at the sole risk of the purchaser. But for Kissel Street, ladies and gentlemen, here in that lovely township of Templeton, here for sale, I asked for an opening bid. Look for some noise from you. What's the value? You tell me. Interest, opening figure, where are you comfortable? Numbers always good. Where do we start? 300. Did I hear that on the phone? Off we go. $300,000. Thank you, Karen, working with the telephone bidder there at $300,000. I'm going to suggest 400 to step forward. First call, $300,000 on the phone. Twice called at $300,000. Thank you, sir, in the corner at 400 now. Look for 500 to advance. $400,000 bid clearly there. Once called at $400,000. Twice, 420, try that at 420, same at 440 if you want to, sir. Thank you, nod of the head at $440,000, 460 or maybe straight to 500. 460 now, 80 I'm going to assume, at 480 now in the corner still. Look for 500, have a bit of $480,000, 500 there, half and 520 to go. Yes, thank you, 520, look for 40. 520 first, there's the 40 and 60 to stay with me. At $540,000, that's 10, is it? I take it as that. Is that correct? 550 is now your bid. At $550,000, I work with 60. I work with better. 555, lining them up. Same again at 60 there. At $560,000, handful by handful. Once, 565, 70 to go. That's a yes, is it? Yes, 570. At 570, double it up and go 80. 590. Thank you. Love your timing, Rob. $590,000. Is it 600? It's 5. 595. I've got 595 already. At 595, 6 something maybe. 605 with 10. And 10 more, is it at 615? 615 in the corner offered. First call. 620 here now. It's 630. Loud and clear at $630,000. Look for 40. 35 at 635. 45 there at $645,000 for Kissel Street once called at 645 against your hearing on the telephone. $645,000. Back wall. Shelley, Cedric, can I have some instructions, please? $645,000. Yep, I have those. Rob, you and your clients were selling down the back there at 645. If there's not a better bid at 645, 5 more at 650. Bid now here, selling away at 650. Bids here now at $650,000 against you in the corner. 5 more at 655. Bid there at 655. 60 to go. At $655,000, or Karen, is it on the telephone? Still here at $655,000, and we sell after 3 calls. Once and we go at 655. So you've been a good bidder. A little bit more tucked away. Second call. Do we finish it? That's another 5, is it? Good work. 660,000. 5 more back here with you, Rob, at 665. 665. Bid offered. We sell at 665. Is it 70 to change that? At $665,000. Do you go a single? Do you try 666? Once called, you do. 666. Not the best number to land on. $666,000. One more. 67. 67. One by one now. Let's go to 70. 667 or 68 if you want to. At $667,000, I'm in your capable hands, sir. You just tell me what you need to do. At 667 or elsewhere, is there a better offer? One more there at 68. At 668, the advice is 70. At $668,000. Here in the corner. One more, 69 or 70. 70 is a good bid. And at $670,000. Once and we go. At $670,000. Second call. Do we go 71? Is that a yes? Yes, 71. 671. 671. Changing your mind, keep doing that. 671. Do we go 72? 75 strategically at $671,000. Ownership. Selling at 671. For the first at $671,000. Come a long way. Twice called at 671. Is there a single bidder at 671? Third final call. One more, 72. You keep doing that, sir. I just don't believe you. $672,000. You just put that finger up at 673. 672 here. Once in and we go. Twice and we go. At 672. You're absolutely certain. At 672. Third final. Not coming back in. Going at $672,000. Oh, 673. He's changed his mind again. 673 in the nick of time. Time over here, same courtesy down there at 673. Is it 75? $673,000. Don't leave it so late. Don't miss out. $673,000. I'd work with 74, just another 1,000. Could be all it takes. Okay, 673 and a half. Do you want to give me another half, sir? $673,500. Round it off. Good work. 74. 674. Happily take another 500. 674. Here in the corner. Once, twice. Third final at 674. We are going. Gone and sold with you, sir. Congratulations. Well bought. Right, on we go, ladies and gentlemen. Number 2 being 20 Queenswood Gardens in Murray Howe. Again, Tristan Harcourt as your marketing consultant. We sell at the request of NZGT Custodians. The property is, again, estate and fee simple, an impressive 2,000 square metres more or less. Unique identifier 969830 on the Canterbury Land Registry, identifying your title. Again, nothing in the nature of a fixture or a chattel included in the sale. That same conduct of auction as that earlier auction applies. Settlement date in this instance is going to be 20 working days from today being the date of the auction. And again, the property is sold subject to existing tenancies or occupations, including holding over by the vendor's mortgagor, and the property shall remain at the sole risk of the vendor until the following day of the auction, from there on at the risk of the purchaser. No error or omission regarding any statement made or any documentation will annul the sale or entitle any party to compensation. So again, buyers, put myself in your capable hands. An opening bid, 20 Queenswood Gardens, a sizable piece of real estate. This, what do we think? Where do we start the bidding off? What would you pay? Again, a number. Good on you, sir. Off we go on the window at $700,000, $750, $800 to advance is there. Once called at $700,000, twice. Have we found the next owner at $700,000 already? Competition where? Okay, 710 only, easy to respond. 750 can we say on your behalf? You'll go the same. Okay, $720,000. Buyers love a pattern. At $720,000, the main thing is you're in front, sir. At $720,000, 30 or better then. First call at $720,000. Twice called on the window with my starter at $720, now 30, at 40, at $740,000, 50 and have you there seated, sir. 60's back with you in the red. $760,000, 770 or better, there it is at 770, 80 now. At 780, 90 or 800, but 780 on the window. There's the 790. At 7 and the 800 there. 810 to go, sir. At $800,000. Here, once called at 8, twice elsewhere. Better is there at $800,000. Still with you here, sir, at $800,000. Another 10 is there to go. Third and final at $800,000. Shelley, permission to sell, sir. Goes your way after 3 calls. 820's the bid now. 40, I take it as, sir, at $840,000 back with the starter. 60 is it, sir? There it is at $860 and $880 if you want to. At $860,000 selling down here and seated at $860,000. Where's the $880? Once at $860,000, 70 with another 10 at $870, $880 then for you, sir. At $870,000, you're comfortable. At $870, offered here, once and it goes at $870, 80, 85, 885, there's the 90, 95, and 900. Yep, 900,000, 905, and you happy at 910? There we are at 910, 15, at 915. 20 gentlemen who takes that opportunity at 915 against you both at $915,000. Once and it goes at 915. 5 more, 10 more, you tell me. Second call as we look for the 20. Sir, in the fluoro, what are we doing at 915? Third final then, down here and it goes at $915,000. A late entrant on the back wall at 920. 25 at 925, and don't let me miss you. Call it out loud and clear. With you, sir, 925, sir, you're back at 30. At 930 now. There, 930 and 35. At $935,000, I work with 940. First call at 935. Second call at $935,000. Third final at $935,000. There's 5 more at 940. At 940. 42. Okay, 942. Would you say 50 for me? Yep, 950. 52. At 952 and 60, is it? At $952,000. Here, with you at 952. Just to make that really clear, you hold the bid, sir, at 952. Do we go again? At $952,000, 55 maybe, once, at 952. Second, at $952,000. I put the hammer down. Third and final, at $952,000. Is there another anything? Another one, another two. At $952,000. We're going at 95. How many is that, sir? 1. Okay, 953. Stolen from you, sir. 55. With another pair at $955,000. You give me a heart attack if you leave it that late, sir. 955. For my health, there we go, a little bit earlier and appreciate it. 56 and 7. Okay, 957. 58, is it? At $957,000. Have you got him? Once at 957 then. Penultimate call. Third final, $957,000. Going. We are gone and sold your way. Well done.